Whenever we see the West Indies cricket team in ICC events, there is a sense of awe. Why is that? Two-time World Cup winners, two-time T20 World Cup winners, and one-time Champions Trophy winner. They have completed the white ball set. But now, as we head into 2028, ironically, the 100th year of West Indies cricket, the West Indies might cease to play cricket. When you look at the Olympics of 2028. Blasphemous, right? How on earth can West Indies, a power that has been there in cricket for close to 100 years, not play the Olympics? The problem is the name. West Indies is the only entity that was created thanks to a sport, and that was cricket. In 1928, a confederacy of islands all merged together and they had their own cricket board called the West Indies Cricket Board. Now, if you look at the West Indies region closely, there are over 32 different sovereign nations. Jamaica, for example, Barbados, for example, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, all of them are different sovereign nations. They make up the whole West Indies at this stage. Now, in the Olympics, sovereign nations will have to participate. But for cricket, the situation is even more complicated. Because the official rules are not out yet. But according to the ICC and the IOC meetings that have taken place, 6 teams will get a chance to participate in the Olympics. And those 6 teams might come in through the zonal systems. Already, you can say the race has narrowed down to 5. Why is that? Because USA being the hosts, they will automatically qualify for the cricket Olympic event. What about the other 5? The top team from Asia, the top team from Africa, the top team from Europe, the top team from the Oceania region will get through, which means there is only one. So, are the Caribbean nations going to fight amongst themselves in order to get the spot in the Olympics? Will we see an event where, okay, Jamaica will take on Antigua, Barbuda, Trinidad and Tobago will take on Guyana. Whoever wins that and tops that zonal qualification, they will make it to the Olympics. But it is a sad part that yes, there is no sovereign nation called the West Indies. And because of the Olympic structure, on its 100th year, we may not see a West Indies cricket team in the Olympics. That is sport. That is cruel. That is tragic. So, how will the ICC and the IOC deal with the West Indies situation? That's a challenge that you have with just 2 years to go for the Olympics. Can they do it? Will they be able to get someone from the West Indies into the team? It's a big, big question indeed. Because remember, even in the Commonwealth Games, there was no West Indies. It was Barbados who had qualified. So yes, which team from the erstwhile West Indies will qualify for the Olympics? That is a question everyone will want to know. But one thing is for certain. Since they do not exist as a sovereign nation, on its 100th year, there will be no West Indies in the Olympics. That is tragic in more ways than one. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to India Today Global for all the latest news and updates.